What's going on, guys? It's Modern, and we're finally back with Road to the Top. Sun and Moon is officially out. Battle Spot is up. I've got my team ready, or at least my first team ready. Super excited to play this. Earlier I did a couple of test matches. I got 1 win and 1 loss. I actually tried recording them, but there was something wrong with the recording. But yeah, super excited to do this, guys. Got the new team. It's Weavile, Porygon 2, Tapu Koko, Gyarados, Garchomp, and Celesteela. Pretty cool team. I really like it. I've done well with it on Showdown and practicing, so hopefully I can make this team work. Hopefully I don't have any stupid, embarrassing losses like I did when I was testing this team. But yeah, just overall, so far with my experience with this metagame, it's very hectic. No one really knows what to use. Like, I have a good idea of what I want to use. Like, I really like this team. But other people just have such random teams. It's very hard to figure out what exactly you need to prepare for. Just because no one really knows what to use at this point. Oh, okay. I thought their team was weird for a second. I was like, Exeggutor, but no. So they're going to be running a pretty interesting combo. They have Exeggutor, Tapu Fini, Pheromosa, Tapu Koko, Xurkitree, and Mimikyu. So, pretty scary team. I mean, Garchomp is very good here just because it deals with Xurkitree. It sort of deals with Tapu Koko on their side. Pheromosa is very scary to face, too, just because it's very strong. I think right now I'm just going to lead off Weavile, Tapu Koko, definitely bringing Garchomp. The question is what I bring in the back, because if I don't go with Gyarados or Celesteela, then I won't have anything that can switch into an Earthquake on my side. I mean, Porygon makes the most sense to me just because it hits everything on their team pretty hard. And it also doesn't just like get one shot by anything, whereas Gyarados sort of could. Actually, I just realized, I think I'm going to go Weavile Gyarados for my lead. And then Tapu Koko Garchomp. Because straight off the bat, turn 1, as long as they don't lead Xurkitree plus Tapu Koko, it means that Gyarados can just set up with Dragon Dance. Just to give you guys a little bit of reference, because I've only shown you the Pokemon, I haven't told you their sets or items. Weavile is running the Darknium Z or whatever. Porygon is running Eviolite. Tapu Koko is running Choice Specs. I almost skipped a Pokemon. Garchomp is running Focus Sash. Gyarados is running Life Orb, and Celesteela is running Leftovers. My opponent's going to lead off with Tapu Fini and Exeggutor, so pretty interesting lead, to say the least. I mean, it looks like they're probably going to go for the Trick Room mode, I would imagine. Oh no, and they frisked my items. Yeah, I mean, straight off the bat, I think I can just go for a Fake Out to Exeggutor and a Dragon Dance, I think. I could also Ice Skull Crash. Because that should, they're 4 times weak, so they should go down to that. Yeah, and I'm going to go for Dragon Dance. See, the issue if I go for Fake Out or Taunt is there's a good possibility that they could be running Mental Herb. I think it's a lot less likely that they're running Focus Sash. Okay, and they're not running Focus Sash, so that's really good for us. Get a KO straight off the bat turn 1. Gyarados gets set up at +1, which means outspeeds their Tapu Koko, outspeeds their Xurkitree if they're not max speed and timid. And Tapu Fini actually goes for Dazzling Gleam, which means that's not going to knock out Weavile. Alright, so pretty good turn 1 for me. Obviously they were going for their Trick Room mode right there, I think. I mean, I would imagine Exeggutor would probably be ran for Trick Room. They're going to bring in Pheromosa. This thing is super scary. I mean, what do I have in the back? Garchomp and Tapu Koko. I think I have to switch out to Garchomp. No, you know what? I'm going to switch into Tapu Koko and go for a Waterfall into Pheromosa. Because the thing is, I need Garchomp if they have Tapu Koko in the back. Just because it's a 100% answer. And Pheromosa shouldn't be able to KO Gyarados right here. And I'm actually faster, so if they are not Focus Sash, they're going down. And they're not Focus Sash! That's really good! Yay! Oh my gosh, things are actually going well. Dazzling Gleam again? That's fine by me. Alright, and we're actually doing good now, because I don't think we can lose if, as long as their Xurkitree isn't max speed. Yeah, and they have Tapu Koko, so this is actually over. Oh, they have the plus defense. That could change this. No, it doesn't really change anything. I just go for Dazzling Gleam and a Waterfall. And then Tapu Fini should not be able to KO Tapu Koko right here. At the very least, if they do protect with Tapu Koko, then they will have to not flinch, and they will also have to win a speed tie against my Tapu Koko. So, yeah, I think I'm in a good position here. I think even if Moonblast KOs Tapu Koko, I think I'm fine. Because Gyarados has Focus Sash... Garchomp has Focus Sash. Gyarados is faster than Tapu Koko. Let's see. They do survive, so that defense thing is working. Oh, but I outspeed them, so yeah. This game's over. Wow, and that does a lot of damage. Oh my god. What? Did they survive? Wait, I didn't see if their Tapu Koko went down. I'm dumbfounded right now. Oh, and they're going for the Ice Z move. That's interesting. I mean, that should KO Gyarados here. Never mind. They went for Koko. I mean, this should KO. It didn't even KO. That thing is so weak. Oh, well, and that's actually going to be our first win of Road to the Top. Getting a sweeping 4-0. I mean, with what my opponent's team looked like, I really wasn't surprised. If anything, the most surprising thing wasn't the fact that they just let Exeggutor go down. It was the fact that Pheromosa both didn't have a Focus Sash and was also outsped by Garchomp. Because that either means that they weren't fully invested in speed, or it means that they're adamant, which, in both cases, obviously, Gyarados outspeeds, and I was winning in that position. So yeah, first win. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, I mean, I think I played well that match. I think my opponent could have played a lot better, or maybe had actual items on their Pokemon. Pheromosa is very, very scary for my team. I only have a few dedicated answers to it, and when someone has an entire team like that, where it's just electric types and things that check my Celesteela, and that's my dedicated check to Pheromosa, I'm in a very bad position, but luckily they let me set up the Dragon Dance, and I could just sweep with Waterfall, so yeah, pretty interesting. I believe they had a low rating too, so I don't know, maybe I should have expected that. However, this guy does not have a lower rating. He actually won a match, so it's going to be significantly more difficult. And they're actually running a very, very metagame team right here. Just to give you guys a little bit of background on their team, it's going to be, I can already predict it, it's going to be Psychic Seed on Tapu Lele. It's going to be, I think it's the Dark Z move on Krookodile. It's going to be Citrus or Leftovers on Milotic. Arcanine's going to be Life Orb, Celesteela's going to be Leftovers, and Xurkitree is also going to have a Z move. So, overall, I think I actually have a very good lead matchup here. I mean, Tapu Koko sort of destroys their team. It's mostly about getting rid of their Tapu Lele. That's the most difficult part. Gyarados and Garchomp are also very good here. I think I'm just going to go Weavile, Tapu Koko, Gyarados, Garchomp. Because that covers all of their options. If they decide to lead, I think the standard lead for their team is going to be Arcanine and Tapu Lele. If they go for that, I can just Volt Switch out for free and then get some free damage off with my Z move, I think. It depends. Arcanine Krookodile. Okay. I'm actually completely fine with this lead right here. It comes down to I need to figure out how fast their Krookodile is. And they're not Choice Scarf, so that's actually really good. Yeah, so they're going to get double Intimidate off. Pretty scary, but I'm completely fine with it. I mean, I can just go for Icicle Crash and a Dazzling Gleam, I think. Because the dilemma here is if they protect Arcanine and Earthquake, I'm in a bad position. I could switch into Gyarados, Volt Switch Arcanine. If I do that, that means I conserve Weavile and the Z move. Yeah, and they also can't knock out Tapu Koko after an Intimidate. So I actually think this is fine. Even if they protect Arcanine, worst case scenario, and I don't know, maybe Fire Attack into Gyarados, I should come out on top here. Just because if they protect with Arcanine now, they're going to have to react to it later. And they actually protect Krookodile, so this is fantastic turn 1 for us. Going to get the Intimidate off. Oh, Arcanine protects too. Okay. Significantly less good, but still very good. Yeah, I think I'm going to Volt Switch and Protect here. Because I want to scout out and see if they have Wild Charge. It's very good that they don't have Marowak on their team over the Arcanine because it means that I can go for plays like this. It means I can just sort of play safe and scout. Marowak is very straightforward, but it makes it very difficult to use Tapu Koko. It's going to do over half, and they're actually going to be Citrus Berry, so they're probably going to be the defensive set. Unfortunate for me, but like at the very least, I won't be in too bad of a position here. I'm going to have Earthquake ready for the next turn with Garchomp. I can just go for, yeah, I think Rock Slide. Did they go for a Flare Blitz plus Rock Slide combo? Their Life Orb Krookodile. Burn Up. Okay, so that's going to do a decent chunk, I think. Chunk. I said chunk. I didn't say a lot. I said chunk. And that's actually pretty scary because that means Arcanine got rid of its... Arcanine got rid of its Fire typing. Yeah, and I think I can just Earthquake and Waterfall here. Because they don't have anything that wants to switch into that. They're actually going to withdraw a Krookodile, probably into Celesteela. Yeah. And even if they protect with Arcanine right here, I'm fine. Yeah. Alright, that was really well played by my opponent. Sort of an obvious play on their side now that I think about it, but I think my play was safe. I don't think they really had a way to punish that at all. I think I can just switch into Tapu Koko now and go for a Waterfall into Arcanine. Because this won't KO the Arcanine, but at the very least it'll do damage. And actually, you know what? It might actually KO. Just because I'm Life Orb, it does a lot of damage. I know that for a fact. I'm not intimidated yet. If they switch in Krookodile and go for a Will-O-Wisp, that could be bad, but I'll still get in Tapu Koko this turn. So I think as long as they don't burn up that slot and survive here. Or survive, not flinch, and get the burn up off. Okay. And I think they're just going to go for Leech Seed. Okay. Yeah, and that's completely fine by me. It's into Gyarados too, which is even better. Here, you know what? This is going to pop up real quick on the screen, but I need to do a calculation. Because I need to figure out how much damage my Waterfall will do after an Intimidate to their Krookodile. I would imagine they would bring out Krookodile here. If they don't, I will be very surprised. Alright, so this should actually KO. Yeah, so I can just Volt Switch right out and go for a Waterfall. And it's the same situation here. So they protect. So that's scary for obvious reasons. But this should be able to KO Krookodile. Oh, they're fat? They're max speed. Okay, so that is going to KO Tapu Koko. That's actually very, very bad for me. Wow, so they're not running the standard version of this team. The standard version runs a slower Krookodile because you usually run a faster Arcanine. But at least I know for a fact Waterfall is going to KO Krookodile right here. That's 100%. So I think that what this is... That didn't actually KO? Wow. Okay, then. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can just fake out and Waterfall now. This format is going to be very good in best of 3. It's very, very bad in best of 1, in my opinion. Because stuff like that. If it was a slow Krookodile, I would have been able to predict that right there and just go for an attack. But the fact that they were fast, which is very uncommon for that team, I'm just going to say that now. Oh, and you know what? I can just... I think I'm going to Dragon Dance. Because I don't want their Tapu Lele to come in for free. Even if they go for a Rock Slide, I think this is better. Yeah, see, I don't understand why you would ever... No. That crit. That wasn't a crit? Hello? Oh yeah, their Life Orb. Okay. Alright, so this isn't actually that bad still. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not that bad. Actually, no, it's very bad, because Garchomp goes down to Leech Seed. Yeah, I actually 100% lose the game here, I think. Yeah, I 100% lose. God. Celesteela is such a dumb Pokemon. See, I had very high hopes for this metagame when we first got to see the Pokemon, but Celesteela is just insane. Yeah, and it doesn't even matter if they have, like, the fact that they have Circuitry, because I can't really do anything right here. I have to double into Celesteal, hope that they don't protect, and hope that I crit them, I think. I mean, I could also go Icicle Crash to hope I flinch. I mean, that's like a 20% though. 20%'s higher than a crit chance though, so... Yeah, we're going for the flinch, I think. Yeah, and they don't protect with Circuitry, so if they Hidden Power Ice here, I lose. They probably have Dazzling Gleam or something too. Grass Knot. Well, that shouldn't KO without Life Orb or something. So if I flinch here, I could actually win. Yes! That's so good for me. Alright, I mean, Z-move should KO Celesteela from here. Yeah, I'm going to Black Hole Eclipse and Protect, I think. If they Protect with Celesteela... Okay, yeah, I need to hope this KOs. Because the thing is, I can't let Garchomp go down, or else I need to crit the Xurkitree to win. With this, if this can KO the Celesteela, then I actually win. Has to be clutch though. This has to do like if it does KO, it has to do like max damage, I think. Come on! You got this, Weavile! Yes! Yeah! Come on! Alright, they did that in the Protect, but this game's over because I can just go Throat Chop and I can actually just go Throat Chop or Earthquake, I think. No, you know what? I can just Dragon Claw here. Because if they had Dazzling Gleam, they would have gone for it already. So even if this somehow doesn't KO, then... Yeah, this is definitely going to KO. So, wow, that match almost went downhill, but I got very, very lucky with the Icicle Crash. I knew for a fact that I needed that to win, and I ended up getting both the flinch and possibly the roll I needed on Celesteela. So, a bit unfortunate for my opponent, bit fortunate for me. Hey, I'll take all the luck I can get, though. This is actually pretty fun. I really, you know, there are good and bad parts of this metagame. I think Celesteela is very limiting for teams because if you don't know what Celesteela does, it's basically super tanky, steel flying type. If it gets a KO, it's usually gonna people usually invest it in special defense or defense, and its ability makes it so whenever it gets a KO, it raises the highest of those. So it makes it super tanky. People run Leftovers plus Leech Seed on it, which makes it very irritating to deal with. So it's like overall a super stupidly irritating Pokemon to deal with. And fortunately for me, in the end right there, I got pretty lucky, but other than that, like, I had no chance of winning. And unfortunately for Celesteela, that's how a lot of matches go with it. But yeah, you know, pretty interesting match. It was a cool take on what I consider to be a pretty meta team. As usual, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this, if you're excited for more Road to the Top gameplay, and if you've seen the videos that I've been posting over the past few days, the Meta Minute videos, if you've liked those too, make sure you go and leave a like. And if you want to keep up with all of my videos as we head towards the future, make sure to check out my social media and hit subscribe. I'm ModernGamer. Thanks again, guys.